Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another Propagandacast with me, ImperialDane. I have for you today a 1 versus 1 on industrial riverbed. In the eastern half of the map we have me, the British. Oh, British, yes. Surprise, surprise. And in the western half we have Sebastian 1985 Wehrmacht. Probably 716th Grenadier Division. So, industrial riverbed, for those whom you may not know, is dominated by a large river going through the map, central island with bridges going through it, and victory points in either side of the edges of the map, and large fuel points in the opposite corners of the base's 16 fuel. Otherwise, only other fuel points are +5 fuel, so these two fuel points generally end up being fought heavily over. Plenty of munitions though, and plenty of choke points as well, although at the same time plenty of entrance points. So this part of the map usually ends up becoming the hotspot of the map due to some of the buildings allowing for garrisoning there. And let's get this match started. Recon section on the move, Monty's boys, and a lieutenant on the way from the headquarters command truck. And in the northern half we have a Wehrmacht quarters going up pretty close to the enemy base entrance, and a second pioneer team on the way heading this way in the base, and my recon section is securing the local munitions point, thus giving me some munitions so I can quickly upgrade my troops with better weaponry than the Lee Enfield Mark IV rifle, I believe it is.
Lieutenant ready for action.
Lieutenant on the field, Sten gun in hand, rushes out towards the north to secure this victory point. I personally go for Lieutenant, so I have something to quickly cap, and then when my second infantry section is on the way, they will quickly have a lieutenant ready to support them and ensure they move at a brisk pace into neutral and hostile territory. Otherwise they have a tendency of being a bit reluctant and slowing down. So not much at the moment going on except territory acquisition. Volksgrenadier team on the field, first one of the match. Second unit on the way, probably a bike, since I'm British. I mean, I usually play Wehrmacht, but not this time. I'm British. Hooray! Chip chip cheerio and all that. And the bike can be a quite useful weapon against a British unit, otherwise known as the Bren carrier, or at least that's the name of the specific variant, which is equipped with a Bren gun. Otherwise the regular name is the universal carrier, a weapon designed in the interwar period to act as an artillery tractor and a transport vehicle, originally meant for trench warfare, I do believe, but ended up used for a lot of other things. Recon section taking up the fight against the bike from behind this bulwark of sandbags and barbed wire, forcing the bike to retreat. Second infantry section moving in, catching the bike once more, causing some damage, and securing the central island. Bike barely making way in the heavy water. Infantry section following a bit, but turning away and securing this munitions point, while at the same time in the southern half we have the recon section taking off this strategic point, thus leaving this fuel point unconnected to the opponent's territory. And we have a Bren carrier, and straight away I go for the Vickers upgrade, meaning that it will be equipped with a medium machine gun, allowing for increased firepower and some suppressive power as well. A bit of a new thing. I'm trying to figure out how effective that might be, so let's see how that goes. Minor fighting as the pioneers are forced back. Bren carrier moving in, opening fire on the Volksgrenadiers. Volksgrenadiers now taking heavy fire from the dual machine guns on the Bren carrier, and now the recon section as well moving in. Volksgrenadiers under heavy fire, recon section moving in up towards the cover to negate the Volksgrenadiers cover, causing some losses. And the Volksgrenadiers now probably going to be forfeited before they are completely annihilated. Yes, 4 Volksgrenadiers down in a short time by covering the retreat, taking heavy damage from the Bren carrier, which has already secured 1 kill. And we see the infantry section securing the victory point, and a Volksgrenadier team lurking behind, securing the munitions, and a 3rd infantry section on the way. Meanwhile, another Volksgrenadier team is on the way, so we are seeing a heavy Volksgrenadier move from our German opponent, seeking cover in the building, allowing for secured front positions for windows, meaning a good position in fact, and good all-around firing. But being surrounded by the British infantry, now taking heavy fire. Now the Bren carriers moving in to open fire from a 3rd wall, diluting the concentrated firepower of the Volksgrenadiers if they so choose, but they focus on the recon section. It seems Volksgrenadiers taking a lot of damage and taking a lot of fire. Further Volksgrenadiers moving in. British troops securing behind the sandbags on the north wall. Pioneers and Volksgrenadiers moving to the pike. Lieutenant forced to retreat, otherwise we would be killed. Pike moving in for the kill. Bren carrier opening fire on the pike, causing heavy damage. And completely annihilating the pike. And we see heavy losses up here. A few infantrymen going down, but a lot of German troops as well. 2 men left on the Volksgrenadier team, and this has been a costly engagement for the Germans, who decided to engage my troops directly head on, which you should be careful with, as British infantry sections are quite tough, having soldier armor that makes them a bit harder and a bit harder to hit in general. And of course the Bren carrier with the MMG upgrade providing excellent fire support.
Yes, sir.
Of course it also helped that I had a superior numbers in infantry sections, and my 3rd team arrived through here, as they can move quite speedily in friendly territory since they don't have anything to fear. Bren carrier remaining to act as a deterrent and delay until other infantry can move up to support it, and I do believe a command track is on the way. At the same time I'm putting up a casualty clearing station, so I have a safe spot to heal my troops and, more importantly, my lieutenant, who without my infantry efforts will be a lot slower. And now the Volksgrenadiers are coming under fire again, seeking cover behind the stone wall. This nice little suburban house. 2nd Volksgrenadier team securing the munitions point, and the support truck is on the way, rushing towards the fuel point there, thus giving me a bit extra fuel on this map. Section moving up. Rifles firing once, never got down already. Sniper shot going off, taking out 1 Volksgrenadier. Now the recon section goes up while a 2nd infantry section moves up, seeking cover in the small corpse of woods right in the middle of everything. Volksgrenadiers going back. 2nd team moving up, forced to stop securing the medium munitions point. Heavy fire on the British infantry who are now outmanned and in worse cover than the Volksgrenadiers, meaning that the advantage is going to be a lot less. And the machine guns of the Bren carrier aren't able to do as much damage to troops in heavy cover, so pulling back, hoping to draw the Volksgrenadiers out into open cover, thus cutting them down with ease. And we see something going up, and it's a storm armory. Our opponent Hauptmann Sebastian of the 716th is hoping to rush for either a Puma or a Stug Sturmgeschütz 4 and catch me unawares, and he will succeed, since I had absolutely no knowledge of this, and I was more expecting something like Grenadiers or attack at this moment. lieutenant moving up in the infantry section, and further troops and a sapper team as well. Royal Scots fighting. Brand carrier opening fire, infantry section pulling back, lieutenant pulling back as well to hook up reinforcing troops, and now these sappers are repairing the brand carrier. And nothing from the support truck. Probably going to go for a captain so I can go for a steward light tank. Large force of footmen here, a solid squad. Rifle grenades going off, bombarding the footmen distance. Rifle grenades can ignore cover and land on the other side, thus gaining the cover. Now the footmen is moving in to surround them, but are being caught out in the open by the Brand carrier, causing heavy casualties. Almost wiping out the footmen, it's the only one barely surviving, badly wounded, and all his comrades either dead or wounded. Poor chap. The rest are holding out in cover, trying to hold back British incursion while the machine gun fire and rifle fire keeps raining in on me. Meanwhile, I have my recon section securing the northern strategic point, and now the first Puma is on the field, moving in to cause a lot of damage to my troops and probably going to try and knock out my Grand carrier. So let's see what's going on on this side for a moment. Upgrading to a 15mm cannon, but being heavily mowed down by the Vickers machine gun, which is firing an armor-piercing burst round,
we're losing territory,
causing a lot of damage as it was focusing on the sappers and completely wiped out, giving the Brand carrier a Puma kill thanks to the heavy machine gun. Footman is now moving up on the sappers, are repairing it, pulling back. Panzer flaps going off in the hope of knocking it out, not much luck. Footman is suffering some losses as the British troops are trying to seek cover behind the wrecked Puma. No luck. Brand carrier pulling further back as it's opening fire on the exposed German troops. Infantry section and sappers are forced to go back, but Brand carrier stalwartly carries on killing Germans. Rifle Grenadiers moving up, opening fire. Footmen is suffering further heavy losses. Second Puma on the way. Brand carrier self-repairing, and I had forgotten that the Brand carrier when self-repairing doesn't fire its guns, silly me, and once the patch is out it will also apply to any units in it if you use it as a transport vehicle, then they won't be able to fire as well. So, Puma pulling back as armor-piercing rounds are once more going off. German troops pulling back on the heavy fire of the Brand carrier, some way with the infantry section. Brand carrier still holding out against the German troops. Pioneer team down. Full Grenadiers advancing, taking heavy fire from the Brand carrier, which is now 10 infantry kills and 2 vehicle kills. As so far earned it's cost by a fair margin, I'd say. But it looks like it's completely out now as the Puma's 20mm autocannon is firing on the heavily damaged Brand carrier, sending the crew to all sides, and they shall be remembered. Posthumous Victorian crosses for everyone, I'd say. And we have the first Churchill Mark IV on the field, heavy infantry tank of the Royal Scots Engineers, ready